Welcome back to my channel. So if you have not watched our webinar video on how to join Sterling FX Trading Academy, the webinar video can be very helpful. So just kindly please pause this video and go back to watch it. The webinar is free. So not to waste much of the time, what I have for you today is talking about risk management. I actually want you to know that when it comes to trading is about risk management. Trading is a game of probability. Trading is a game of risk management and risk to reward ratio. So when you can actually understand these three core factors, then you need to work on your psychology. So you need to understand that when it comes to risk management, you don't need to reduce your lot size to perfect your risk management skill. No. You don't need to do all of that. But you need to understand what can actually make you a lot of money in the market. So not to waste much of our time, let's dive into the rules. Now this video is actually, it's very important for you to actually take notes, because we are going to do some calculations, and I will actually love you to put it in this realistic mindset, in the sense that you will tend to understand what you actually want to do, and when it comes to risk management, what you should look out for. So my first rule for myself, growing up, I've always wanted to make money online and try to do a lot of things, but then things were not really working out for me that well. But ever since I knew forex, ever since I started putting in the work, meeting people, taking classes, taking mentorships, I was able to get some, let me say, some knowledge, and I was able to apply those knowledge. So I just want you to take note of what I want to say right now. It's really going to give you an edge when it comes to risk management, and so you'll not be able to blow your account when you're receiving signals from our community. Now the first rule first is have a fixed stop loss size. Just like I said in the copy and paste signal video I just dropped, I was talking about some dynamics when it comes to your stop loss size. The stop loss size it's a very important tools for you to know. Once you can put that on check, it's really going to help you, because one, you tend to know what you tend to lose before you are even thinking of making money from the market. You have to first ask yourself, how much are you willing to lose? Because the market has a way of tricking people, make you feel like you can be a billionaire in one night, and take the little that you have. So it's going to give you that pain in your head. So I understand that fact, and that's why trading is more about psychology. But when you understand risk management, which I'm about to show you the key secrets, and I want you to take notes, you will know that you can actually do this thing. So when someone is talking to you concerning trading, you just look at them, probably because maybe they don't have a very good foundation knowledge, or they've not just seen somebody to explain these things for them in a way that they can perceive it as something they can do. So it's actually something you can do, especially when you don't really have much time, but you know what you want, you know what you are doing when you are receiving signals from us. So you are going to benefit a lot. In fact, you can make more than $300 to $500 trading with our signals. It's not something that I'm telling you, that is something that has happened. We've shared a lot of testimonies and a lot of things. So let's go straight into what I have for you right now. When we're talking about that lot size, you have to have a constant lot size. So I'll give an example. Probably if you are trading with like $100 account, I'll use $100 account as an example. So if you are trading with $100 account, what I want you to understand is, ask yourself, how much am I willing to lose? How many percent am I willing to lose per trade? That's the first note. Once you know how much you're risking per trade, now the second question you should be asking yourself now is, what will be my lot size? Once you have a fixed XL, which is the money you are willing to lose, which is your XL. Once you have that XL intact, you know that you're not changing this particular thing. So when I was trading, I was kind of trading with 50 lot size, I was trying to work on my skill, work on my technical analysis. That's actually like the key factor of this particular thing I want to say right now, which is you trying to have a fixed, Excel. So over the years, I've been able to work my way down to having 30, which I actually recommend. So if you want to enter, a trade now with our signals, your stop loss, I'm recommending it to be 30. It should not be more than. That. So I'm going to do some practical examples when it comes to that. Let me say if you want to risk 5% on an $100 account, one thing you have to know is first you have to just know how many percent you are risking, have a fixed lot size, then have a fixed stop loss. Then when it comes to your lot size, now you will now ask yourself, let's start the practical example right now. So 5 divided by 100, that's 0.05. So this 0.05 now times which is your 100, that's your capital. That's you are risking 5%. You are risking $5 on a you are risking $5 on an $100 account per trade. So let me tell you the implication of that. The implication of risking 5% per trade on an $100 account is that if you trade 20 times, you can actually, if it's a losing trades, you just have an opportunity. Let me say you have an opportunity to trade those 20 times, which is 5 times 20. That's 100. So you have to know how to calculate these things. You have to know, because when people are saying something, you have to understand the information they are saying. Is it actually right? And how can you actually make good out of it? Because the truth of the matter is, once you understand your risk management, you will know that you can actually do this thing and you will not be afraid to lose your money. Because the most important thing when it comes to trading is that everybody knows that there's money in trading. Even everybody knows. I'm fully aware that everybody knows that there's money. But the main cocoa now, how can you actually get that money? And I understand that part. So not to waste much of your time, which is 100. So now you now ask yourself, how much? You ask yourself, what are you going to times that will give you? What are you going to times with your stop loss that will give you 5%? That will give you that $5 that you want to risk. Now see the calculation here. Let's say 30 times 0.15 is giving you 4.5. You see, if you approximate this 4.5 now, it's still like $5. So you get a check now. So if you have an $100 account and you want to risk and you want to trade, probably they've given you signals and you want to trade, just know that I told you that earlier, that where your stop loss should be is just 30, depending on the account size. But I'm recommending you should use 30. You should work on 30. So if you work on 30, what you just do now is just know how much you want to risk per trade and calculate it yourself. So if you've made up your mind that you want to risk 5% per trade, just know that you'll be using a lot size of 0.15. So even if you lose, you know that okay, you are losing $5. Now let me give you the benefit of using 1%, because me, I'm a 1% trader. I stick to 1% regardless of my account. Probably if I want to trade another $100,000 account, I can increase it to like 2%, but I barely trade more than 1%. Do you get my point? I don't really like to do something that when I'm into it, my emotions is gonna like hit me off balance and stuff like that. But it still depends on your risk tolerance. Do you get my point? Like, it depends on your risk tolerance, because a lot of people are not really money is really hard to make. So when you are losing, there's this psychology it actually gives. So I actually recommend 1%. So let's do a calculation of 1%. So you see what I'm actually talking about. Now imagine you are going on an $100 account, you funded your account and you want to trade, and your stop loss is fixed, which is 30. So now you're now seeing one divided by 100, that's 0.01. 0.01 times, which is your capital, that's 100, that's 1. So now you're risking $1. You are risking $1 on an $100 account. So that's $1 that you're risking on an $100 account. Now, before you blow the account, you have to trade 100 times, which is 1 times 100, that's 100. So you see that you have more opportunity, you have more room to take these trades and to feel relief when you are trading, because it's just all about losing money, and that's why people are not really into the game like that. They feel once they've lost first time, second time, third time, make I run, you understand that kind of a thing. So now that you've done it that way, now you now ask yourself, what are you going to times with that 30 that will give you that $1? If you want to enter that, what will be your lot size? Now, to calculate your lot size, now you have to calculate your lot size, you have to ask yourself, what are you going to times with your stop loss that will give you the same amount you want to risk? Now, let me recap so you understand my point. Let's say your stop loss is 30, which is fixed as normal. Now, you want to now ask yourself, what are you going to times to 30 that will give you 1, which is that 1 now is just like what you're actually going to, that's your 1%, which is your 1%, that's your $1. 30 times, that's 30 times 0.03. You see, it's giving me 0.9. So this 0.9, if you approximate it, it's just like $1. So this is how you can actually navigate through the market and get some things for yourself. So trading this way, your risk management is not going to catch your balance. You are going to know what you are doing, especially when you are. So in case if you want to increase the lot size, you can still go with 30 times 0.04, that's 1.2. At least you're not risking much, you're still risking 1.2. So if I thought you want to now make more money now from the market, and you want to cheat the market, now how are you going to cheat the market? Now you have to understand that you have to go with when you see high probability setups, there are going to be benefits for trading with us. That's actually what we do, and we are going to be teaching when it comes to technical analysis, so that you are going to understand how to actually leverage on these opportunities, like high probability setups, lower risks, high risks, entries, and all those things. So once you know how to once you know how to identify a good looking signal, you will be able to lower your stop loss. So imagine you lowering your stop loss and you get a stop loss of 20, and now once you get the low stop loss of 20, you will now need to increase your lot size, but you still risk 1%. That's an hack. So if you do that now, you now get 20 times 0.06, you are still risking 1.2, which is like $1. So this is actually how you can like make money when it comes to understanding risk management, and this is just like a secret because not everybody knows this particular thing I'm telling you. Do you get my point? Not everybody knows this risk management skill that I'm telling you. So it's just about you trying to like maximize the opportunity and apply it. It's gonna work. So I will see you guys in the community. So stay tuned for more videos. I really appreciate for watching to this level. Thank you so much.